Because if he gets bored with it and wants to quit, then I've done too much. So it's important to gauge your puppy's excitement and desire and only do the number of retrieves necessary to keep him still excited before he wants to quit. Hey guys, Kat here from Standing Stone, and I want to talk to you today about retrieving. We have Hex, who will be out for his training session momentarily, who is 10 weeks old. And over the last couple of weeks, we've been working on building drive and desire for retrieving in controlled environments through specific things that we mention in our online step-by-step dog training program. Things that we have done so far with him to build this natural retrieving desire and drive is have played with little stuffed toys with him in the house, doing short little tosses and really encouraging him and loving him up to come back to us. Now, the thing that I want to mention about those cute little stuffed toys that are everywhere online, in pet stores, is it's really hard to find one without a squeaker. And if you're developing a bird dog, you don't want your puppy to learn about squeakers because they're fun to munch and chew and crunch. And we don't want that habit to apply to birds later when we start bird introductions and having them retrieve birds. So if you can't find a fun little puppy toy that doesn't have a squeaker, check out our video that shows how to kill the squeaker. Next, we've done things like utilize a hallway for a very direct path down to pick up the object and to come back to us with it. Retrieving is two parts: the desire to go, run down, catch, and pick something up, and then the desire to come back to you with it. So we want to build that natural cooperation, and the way that we do that a lot of times is by utilizing a little bit of tug of war with our puppies. People a lot of time talk about tug of war being bad, but it's how you go about that game that matters. So we want to make the process of bringing some object back to us fun and exciting and keep the game going. And dogs, puppies love prey-drived, excitement, catch, kill it type of behavior. So if we give a little shake, a little tug on that object, it's going to make them want to hold tighter. So we want to make sure that we are controlling that and not letting it escalate and get out of control. So you've got a wild and crazy thing next to you. Shaking this bumper, but that it continues the fun game of going out, picking something up and bringing it back to play that game with us. So that ends up being the reward, the praise, and telling your puppy what a great job they did by bringing that object back to you, as well as that little bit of tug that you're doing with that. Better than utilizing a clicker and food rewards for the recall portion of the retrieve, because puppies a lot of time anticipate that they're getting that food reward when they come back. So in order to eat something, they got to spit that bumper or that toy out of their mouth to eat it. And we don't want to condition a drop retrieve where he brings it back and spits it out right away. So I know that is a ton of information that I just threw at you, but it's all really good information so that you can be aware and prepared and intentionally train for your puppy's retrieving session. So now that you've got all that background, what I want to do is show you the progress that Hex has made with his retrieving. And that's going to be utilizing a little bumper from DT Systems. I'm going to show you what that looks like when I grab Hex out here in a minute, and how well he does grabbing onto the actual bumper portion of that puppy-sized bumper. We have those on our Standing Stone Supply store, standingstonesupply.com. And if your puppy starts grabbing it by the string, which we'll see if Hex does that here in this session, you can always just cut that string off so that it doesn't become a problem. So let me grab Hex and show you what his retrieving looks like. So I've got our little puppy bumper here that I was talking about. It's the perfect size to fit in this little guy's mouth, and we're going to get him excited. That's important. Make sure he's excited, focused on these retrieves. I'm actually holding on to his little collar so he doesn't get spun around backwards and isn't watching when I toss this. Good, 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 good. Ready, ready? Go get it. But I'm letting him go right away. Good boy, puppy. Good job, Hex. Straight back to me. What a good job. If he drops it, that's okay. He picked it right back up. Good puppy. Good. So we can do a little tug to encourage him to hold on to that if he drops it. Then he learns, hey, I better hold on to it a little bit tighter next time. Get him excited. Ready, 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 ready. Okay. I'm not holding him back on those retrieves, just helping him watch it. Good boy, Hex. Good boy, good. He keeps smashing into me with that bumper, and then he drops it. So helping him get it back in his mouth, hold it. No munching. So we're not going to let him munch it. Play a little tug, like I said, pulling on that string, makes him want to hold on to that bumper just a little bit harder so that it doesn't get away from him. Atta boy. Praise him up, but we're not getting too wild and crazy with that game. Like I said, it's not an excessive amount of tug, just enough to keep it fun, make him want to hold on to it a little bit better, swing him into a nice heel position. All of these things are shaping behaviors that we're going to want out of him as he becomes an adult dog. Yeah. Good grip. Nice job holding it. Praise him up. We don't want to just rip that bumper out of his mouth right away. He just worked hard for it and brought it back to us. He's a good boy. Ready? Okay. Nice job. Good boy, Hex. Attaboy. Like I said, if he started picking this up by the string, which he's not, we could get rid of it, but he's grabbing it by the body of that dummy, which is exactly where I want him to be holding it. Good job. A little tugs, a little, repositioning it in his mouth, saying, good job, buddy. Good. Good, because that's what we want, a nice solid hold. This is going to develop a nice natural retrieving puppy instead of a puppy that's going to need more retrieving formalized when he's older. So good job, puppy. Oh yeah, he doesn't want to let that go now. Getting into it a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's exciting. Good puppy. What a good grip. I can just roll that bumper out of his mouth or open his mouth just a little bit to get it back. Then we're going to do another one. Ready? 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 Okay. Attaboy, good job. So this is a much more open environment in this training room, but he's still doing a really good job of directly out and directly back with it, which is what I want to see. We also want to keep this game short enough so that he's still interested and excited about playing this game, not getting bored with it. Oh, you dropped it. Oh, you dropped it. Yeah, let's get another one then. Because if he gets bored with it and wants to quit, then I've done too much. So it's important to gauge your puppy's excitement and desire and only do the number of retrieves necessary to keep him still excited before he wants to quit. If he quits, you've gone too far, and in his next session, which you should wait a few days, do fewer retrieves so that we keep this game exciting and him wanting to play it. The number one thing people do with retrieving is overdo it because it's fun and easy and your puppy seems to enjoy it, and then they get over it. And they're like, I've done that enough. I'm tired of that game. It's too boring now. So we want to keep it exciting and challenging. Good puppy. What a good puppy. We're going to do one more retrieve with him because he's doing such a nice job and holding so good. Yeah. Okay, one more. One more. I know you can't count, but I can. There you go. Attaboy, Hex. Especially because he's going straight out and straight back to me. That shows that he's still really engaged with this training session. He's not trying to lay down and chew on it, which is something that would also show we've done too many retrieves. Good boy. Good boy. Awesome job, puppy. And then it's important to end this retrieving session on a good note, creating some excitement and desire for the next session. And then we're going to put this specific fun retrieving bumper away. This isn't going to be a toy that he gets to play with. It's only going to come out during our retrieving sessions. Good boy. Yeah. Good job, puppy. Yeah, good. So we're going to tease him up a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You want another one? You want another one? And then we're going to just put that bumper away until the next retrieving session. Whoa, slippery. Until next time, I'm Kat the dog trainer. This little guy is Hex, and we'll see you in his next video.